Hello, air signs, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay, so today, ladies and gentlemen, what I like to do is to give you a reading that is valid until the end of June. And the topic that we're going to focus on is there anything to which you as air signs has been ignorant, delusional, or blind when it comes to your romantic situation? Okay? Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, that this reading, as with any other reading, simply will not resonate with each and one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the valuable information so that you can at least um, gain some clarity about your situation, okay? So I'm going to go on and just shuffle up my oracle deck here today to see what messages comes out here, okay? And if this reading resonates with you guys, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button, okay? So we're going to start off by addressing the overarching theme that pervades your reading during this time frame in question. I'm going to share with you what I'm seeing in the present, and then I'm going to share with you what I'm seeing that may challenge you during this time period in question, as well as provide advice and give you a probable outcome, ladies and gentlemen, should you continue on as you are, okay? So, Spirit, what is the overarching theme that pervades air sign during this time period in question? What is the overarching theme that pervades air signs during this time period in question? Okay, so we're going to go on and just select. I'm going to select one card here. So I'll select. Okay, let's see. I'm going to select two. We have alchemy, okay, as well as a celebration here. So this alchemy card certainly shows that you have all of the resources and tools available to you to accomplish whatever it is that you want in your relationship, okay? And it just tells you that during this time period in question, you should really trust your intuition here, because it looks like that a lot of you, your intuitive faculties are going to be strengthening, particularly during this time period in question. And you may find that it's already started to increase where you're thinking things and you're seeing it that it happens exactly the way that you thought, okay? And then we have the celebration here, okay? So this card, ladies and gentlemen, is certainly all about achievement, emotional fulfillment, which is what many of you desire, and celebrating great milestones, okay? It's almost as if you guys are finally coming to the end of a very, very dark tunnel, okay? And those who love you will, in fact, show deep compassion during this time period in question, to include but not limited to friends, lovers, and etc. Okay? Get ready, ladies and gentlemen, because certainly these cards are indicating an auspicious change is about to emerge here. Positive change are certainly coming. Okay? And just to get back to this alchemy card, this card connects to destiny, ladies and gentlemen. It connects to fate, attraction, and it certainly shows that many of you are, in fact, on the right track in some aspect of your life. And perhaps for some of you, it is romantically connected. It shows, ladies and gentlemen, that you've got the Midas touch, okay? You are chosen. So let no one undermine your potential here that I'm seeing, okay? Both friendships and relationships for many of you will certainly blossom, okay? I'm feeling this strong feeling here, Okay, so let's select a card to represent your present situation here. Okay, we have bear fruit. Okay, so with having that card in your present situation, this card shows that someone you might need to forgive. Okay, this card is all about labor, and it also suggests that your prayers are finally being answered. Okay, you've put in a lot of effort in a situation I'm getting, many of you, and now this card is certain suggesting to you that it is reward time, further emphasizing the celebration energy here, as we saw here from your overarching energy here. Okay, you're going to receive pretty much. This is a time for basically reaping what you've sown. Okay. And it also shows honest companionship. So some of you might already be in an existing situation where your relationship has strengthened in some way, I'm feeling. And you've been having honest communication with one another. Okay. Understand that with this card, for those of you who may be single, it certainly suggests that if you haven't kind of gained that solid relationship and or commitment that you are desiring, you can expect that to change very soon here, I'm getting. Okay. Now let's select the card to represent what challenges or challenge that you might be up against. Okay. We have familiarity. Okay. All right. So with this card, ladies and gentlemen, it's more so when you see this card is it's all about people might have a hard time understanding you, which I'm getting here might cause you to kind of turn away from your spiritual truths here. Okay, this card asks you to continue to embrace the supernatural. Okay, and to continue to think positively because a lot of you have been maybe in your head a little bit and uh, perhaps even vacillating or just you've been in the doldrums lately. Okay, this card as a challenge is also telling you that taking life too seriously may also impede the natural progression of your romantic situation as well. And some of you might even feel people aren't supportive of what you really want. But this card certainly guarantees you, ladies and gentlemen, that it suggests otherwise, you know? It's asking you to try to continue to visualize and manifest the life that you really want to create, okay? Because you are the captain of your own ship. Keep that in mind. Now, let's get you some advice here. And again, this reading is valid until the end of June. If it resonates, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button so that you receive all future readings, okay? So, for advice, ladies and gentlemen, you have, okay, fertility. Okay. So, this card certainly is all about laying the foundation for fertile ground. It's all about a new life, it's all about abundance. So, as for advice, this card is asking you to embrace a new beginning. Don't look back at past sorrows. If in a romantic situation, your love will strengthen for one another, I'm getting. If you're single, I feel that you're going to certainly fall in love with someone new or perhaps reconcile differences with an estranged ex. Okay? Some of you even might also conceive or adopt a child during this time period in question. I'm going to be posting the fertility readings shortly for you guys here. I haven't forgotten them. Okay? So be sure to press that subscription button so that you receive those readings. Okay? Now let's go on and just look to see what your outcome might be, ladies and gentlemen, if you continue on as you are. And remember, a lot of the things here in this reading have yet to occur. So if it's something in here that you don't like, you can certainly change things by just examining, how you're doing things, but it looks like your reading is quite positive. I'm getting. Okay. So let's get the next your outcome here. I'm going to select two cards here. We have source. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, we have with conditions. All right. So with source card, this card is indicating to me that it's letting you know that you are in fact the captain of your own ship here. Okay. And then you have this one here that connects to the magician in the tarot. So it's all about again embracing a new beginning, either with someone new or you're going to reconcile differences with someone from whom you've been estranged. Okay? So, this card is certainly asking you to really trust your intuition and to accept things as is. It is what it is, whatever that may have occurred here. No worrying about it will make it better. Okay? And this card shows that many of you are certainly going to take a more mature stance on matters as it relates to your romantic situation. And many of you will also have gotten tired of chasing others, I'm getting romantically, and having any association with those who may have played you falsely or those that come into your life to be manipulative or just simply play mental games. You guys are seem to be reaching a more mature level where you're just tired of the bullshit, right? Okay. I feel that many of you are certainly, you're going to trust your intuitive abilities a bit more. And that's going to help you because many of you ignored that advice in the past here. So much so that it caused you to get in all sorts of problems here. But had you heed that advice, you could have prevented it, right? I feel that although love surrounds you, ladies and gentlemen, and certainly come towards you, you have to understand here that you do have with conditions here. Okay. So with having with conditions, I feel that many of you will still have a, a hard time committing, or some of you may be commitment phobic, or you may feel restricted somehow in a situation. And perhaps you just don't want to be tied down. And if that's the case, then you need to be honest with people. Don't just lie just to be with them for the sake of being with them or just to be codependent on a person. If you don't want to be tied down, then let the person know so that they can make their own informed decisions. Okay? I feel that this card asks you to surrender your fear, take a risk. As I said, opportunities abound, but your reading is kind of telling you commitment is key to a successful union here. All right. So what I'd like to do, ladies and gentlemen, because it seems that there's a few things that you might want to consider surrendering during this time period in question to just simply transform your situation. And you can do that by what? Simply, ladies and gentlemen, letting go. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go on and just select 6 messages here to give you, to help you, or to empower you to transform certain situations here. And these cards will certainly help you understand what those things might include. And again, ladies and gentlemen, if this reading is resonating with you guys, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with others who you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button, okay? So let's see. Spirit, give me 6 more compelling messages here for air signs, okay? Of things they might want to consider surrendering during this time period in question, okay? Let's see. All right. Hey, surrender the habit of people pleasing. Many of us do this quite too much, I feel. Speak your needs, ladies and gentlemen, and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. Okay? Next message. It's time that you surrender your fear of change. Here, as I've indicated throughout the reading, understand that the universe is certainly reminding you that you, ladies and gentlemen, are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job or, in this case, a relationship, or perhaps even in your health, or fearing aging or death. Repeat the affirmation that certainly I have faith that all is well. Next message. It's time that you surrender obsessive thinking, further emphasizing what I've indicated throughout your reading. If you're obsessing about a person, which I feel some of you are, or even a situation, it's time, ladies and gentlemen, to turn the dilemma over to spirit, because doing so certainly will help bring you new clarity, or even perhaps solve the problem that has been plaguing you. Next message. It's time that you surrender your ego, your narcissism, perhaps. It's time that you cultivate gratitude. Be of service to others and allow that service, ladies and gentlemen, to come from your heart. Understand that a big ego can work against you, and usually it does. But humility will certainly further your goals. Next message. Surrender, ladies and gentlemen, to the magic of who you really are. Understand that we all have magic in us. Even in the mundane aspects of life, remember that you too are a magical being with a uniqueness, ladies and gentlemen, and worth that comes from just simply being you. Next message. Surrender your need to always be right, okay? We as air signs tend to have this problem a lot, ladies and gentlemen. So this is certainly urging you to give others a gift of kind of letting them be right sometime, even though we more than likely we're right. Let me stop. Okay? It's time that you be a bit more yielding in your approach when you in your romantic situation. Stop being so rigid. Okay? And this, ladies and gentlemen, I feel will certainly help you resolve conflict as well as improve existing as well as future relationships. All right. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I feel that we've all moved to an awakened state in our evolution here. So, what I like to do, I feel that we're all awakened dreamers. Okay. So, I'm going to just leave you with four messages here from my more petite deck to share with you messages that Spirit would also like you to hear. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, if this reading is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button. So, Spirit, give me four more final messages here to share with air signs, okay, during this time period in question. All right, let's see what we have. Let's start this one here. Looking glass of life. As you become an awakened dreamer, you realize you are not just connected to all beings, you are them. Be willing to see that life is truly your mirror. And what you do to someone else, understand, ladies and gentlemen, you certainly do to yourself. The more you love, the more love comes back to you. Next message. Let go. As you awaken, okay, you become aware of the never ending conveyor belt of bliss. When you absorb the nectar of each gift and release it when it's time to let go, you realize attachment comes from not trusting. There's always more where that came from. Next message. Be woke, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, that's very important. View your life through the eyes of the divine and behold all the love, all the beauty, all the health and wealth, as well as soul fulfilling consciousness that this world has ever known. You have what it takes to truly be woke, wondered, filled, open hearted, kind, and enlightened. Okay? Next message, ladies and gentlemen. Confidence. Okay? Understand that you are divinely made. You glisten with love and glow with genius. No matter what you may be going through, roll back your shoulders, lift your head high, move your hips and swing, shimmy, and rock out with confidence to the rhythm of your own dream life. Next message: let your heart do the thinking. The best solution will not be found between your ears, ladies and gentlemen. In the maze of your mind, do paralysis analysis. Your best guidance can be found in the moment, in the loving sanctuary in the center of your heart. Let love lead, and you will find your way. And last message today, collectives: pump up the volume. Okay? What's your special theme song? The one that lifts your spirits and reminds you of who you are. Hear it now. Pump up the volume. Open up and absorb the grace of your sacred serenade being sung to you by the universe. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the message that I have for you. Again, it's valid into the end of June. Be sure to give this reading a big thumbs up should it resonate. If anyone wishes to have a more personalized reading, you can certainly contact me or access my website to schedule your reading there, or you can send an email to the email addresses identified within the description box, preferably to Gmail. Okay? Thanks so much for your time and watching, and I look forward to hearing your comments. Enjoy your day.